yogis. Welcome to my home office. So I bet many of you are working from your home office as well. Sometimes you aren't really staying in your office where it might be set up a little bit more ergonomically. Maybe you are sitting at your dining room table using a different height than you're used to using at your office. Maybe you're even sitting in your on your sofa or in a living room love seat with your laptop on your lap. But any case, you might be feeling it after a couple of weeks of not being in your typical setting that's set up for really good body mechanics and functionability in the office. You might be feeling it maybe in the neck, in the shoulders, in the back, even in the wrists. So let's do a few stretches today. They're yoga stretches. Maybe you could even call it chair or office yoga, but it's still yoga poses that are really good to kind of release some of that tension that you're holding in some of those muscles that might be speaking to you right now. So let's go ahead and find a seat. I like to sit in a chair. I've actually lowered my chair just a little bit so that my feet are comfortably flat on the floor. So if that doesn't work for you, maybe you have a yoga block or maybe you have a footstool that you can put on underneath the feet so that you feel like your knees are either about the same height as the hips or maybe just slightly lower. And I've also come away from the back of my chair. So you're using the core, really important to keep the core strong, helps keep some of that mild or even chronic back pain away, keeps it at bay, having a healthy, strong core. So stay in this more upright front of the chair position for as long as you can. If you need to sit back because of fatigue, go ahead, but try to see if you can keep going longer and longer throughout the day, sitting a little bit farther away from the chair, the back of the chair. So sit up tall, feel as though the crown of the head is centered over the middle of the chest, and the middle of the chest is centered over the middle of the pelvis. And you feel all four corners of each foot on the floor. You feel sturdy, steady, and strong with an alert spine. And now tune into the breath. Soften the jaw, soften the muscles around the eyes, release any gripping that you might notice at the back of the neck or in the shoulders, and breathe. Notice how the breath feels as you inhale and exhale. And then bring hands down by the hips. On the inhale, sweep arms out and up. Bring palms together. You may not be able to see that. And thumbs, draw the midline to heart center. Inhale, lift fingertips. And exhale, release back down to the sides. Let the arms hang, let the shoulders be relaxed. Again, inhale, sweep palms upward, and then maybe palms together. Look toward the thumbs, and then exhale, draw the midline, bring thumbs to heart center. Bow down toward the fingertips. Inhale, lift everything back up. Lift your gaze, lift the fingertips, and then exhale, let the arms come down by the sides, let them hang. Soften the shoulders. And one more time. Inhale, arms up. Full stretch, lift your chin, look at the thumbs. Exhale, draw the midline, thumbs to heart center. Let your forehead bow down toward the fingertips. Inhale, lift everything. Exhale, release back down to the sides. And let's roll the shoulders a couple of times. Keep the jaw soft. Try to let go of any expression on your face and tune into the rhythm of the breath. Coming back to a tall neutral position, let your hands rest on the lap. Feel lifted again. Crown of the head lifting to its highest height. Feel the sits bones in the chair. We're going to turn to face one direction. Let's start with the right. We're going both directions, so it doesn't matter. But turn your head in one direction. And maybe you're just slightly off at an angle, not quite over the shoulder. But try to keep the bottom of the chin about parallel to the floor instead of bringing your ear. You're not dipping your ear toward the back of the shoulder yet. Stay really tall, lifted. Just getting this upper spinal twist. Soften the eyes. This should be a gentle release, not forceful. And then come back to center. Pause for just a moment. Take a breath. Relax the muscles. And then turn to look over the other shoulder or toward the other shoulder. Bottom of the chin is parallel to the floor. Just a half smile maybe on the face. Soften the eyes. Still lifted tall, and then come back to center. And let's roll the shoulders again. And now really roll the shoulders, full range of motion, and let the spine kind of get in the action and moving a little bit more of the body as you roll. Let's do that one more time. Feel that stretch kind of across the back, and then sit up tall. Let's bring the hands down by the sides. I'm holding, I don't know if you can see that, I'm holding onto the sides of my chair. I'm dipping my ear toward the shoulder. Doesn't matter which one, we're going to both directions anyway. So whichever one is you're leaning toward, lift that arm up, and then maybe let the weight of your hand rest on top of the head, just above the ear. Still holding on with the other arm, holding on to my chair. Beautiful stretch in the top of the shoulder, in the neck. And breathe. Release that. Maybe you want to use this hand to lift your head. Hold on to the side of the chair and pause for just a moment. Notice the difference in the two sides. Then lean the other ear to the shoulder. So it might take another breath or two, maybe, to feel like you're getting that full stretch to the side. And now the arm lifts up. Maybe you don't like this part. Maybe it's a little bit too much for you. But if it feels all right to you, let the weight of your hand create just a deeper sensation of stretch. Try not to hunch this shoulder forward. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Still holding on with this arm. Beautiful. Release that. And then maybe use this hand to just tip your head back to neutral. Rest hands in the lap. Ooh, you might feel like you want to roll the shoulders a little bit. And then sitting tall again. Let's lower the chin toward the chest. On an inhale, sweep the ear toward the shoulder. Exhale, bring the chin toward the chest. Inhale, sweep the ear toward the other shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Keep the shoulders broad. Keep moving. So you're not letting the shoulders dip down or roll down toward your lap. Stay tall and lifted with the rest of the spine. Just moving with the breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale to the other side. This is our last one. Finish it off in an even manner so that you've got an equal number to each direction, and then come back to a chin down toward the chest. Slowly rise up. Let's roll the shoulders again. And then open wide. Let's bring one arm underneath. Again, it doesn't matter. You're going to go to both sides. I have my right arm underneath. And just hold that right there in a hug. So if it feels all right to you to go beyond a hug, maybe bring the back of the hands toward each other, or even wrap the arms around, just in exactly like our eagle posture. Let's lift the elbows up toward the shoulder height, right in front of the face with the hands. And if you really want to, let's lift the right leg and drape it over the left knee. Maybe you even want to lower the elbows toward the outside of the knee and lift back up. Let's hold this one for another breath. Slowly unwind. Open the arms wide. Bring the leg down to the floor if you had it crossed. And then we'll go with the left, my left, or your other arm underneath. Hug. And then wrap around maybe. And then maybe you're letting the left knee drape over the right. Or whichever arm is on the bottom drapes over. Lifting the elbows to about shoulder height. And now maybe you're taking this forward fold. Elbow comes to the outside of the knee. Draw the fingertips down toward the floor. And back up. Slowly unwind. Open the arms. Good. Release the leg, feet to the floor, hands come down. Just pause right here for a moment. Notice how you're feeling, where you're feeling some of that stretch. And now we're going to lift the hands up to the shoulders, turn the palms outward, elbows down to the sides as much as you can, and push palms out. Push them out as far as you can. Bring them back in. Relax the neck, trying to turn the palms out to the sides and then press. Keep the fingertips lifted and then come back. Try not to hunch the shoulders. Stay really tall on the spine. Let's do that one more time. Reach. Beautiful. Come back in with the hands. Rest the hands on the tops of the thighs and just pause right here for a moment. So clasping, if you have maybe you have something at your desk that you can use as a strap behind the back if you want to hold on to, well, let's see if I have anything. Maybe even a cord. I know I'm really stretching here. I have this little cord, this adapter. I'm going to use that as a strap. So I'm going to bring that behind my back, roll the shoulders back, sit tall, and then reach the hands behind. So I'm sitting far enough away that I can reach the hands behind. Some of you might just like clasping the fingers and then reach the hands up and away behind the back. Great chest stretch. Keep breathing. And release it. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders a couple times. That brings a lot of energy and blood flow into the muscles in the chest. We're so used to hunching forward. So let's bring the hands to the side. So let's do a little bit of seated cat-cow, but with the hands behind. So lift the chest and then exhale, collapse in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, collapse in. Inhale, lift. Really drawing the shoulder blades toward each other, shoulders down from the ears. Exhale, collapse in. Let's do that 2 more times. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Exhale, collapse in. Last one, make it a big stretch here. Press into the hands, lift the chest. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other, and then exhale, collapse. Come back up to neutral. Sit tall. Really nice. So with the left foot firmly on the floor, let's draw the right knee up, roll the shoulders back. Feel that stretch maybe all the way into the knee, the hip, the low back. And then let's do a couple of circles of the ankle, both directions. And then maybe it feels okay to you to kick off your shoe or your slipper and extend your leg. Sit tall. Maybe a little movement out to the side and then back to center and then out to the side and then back to center. One more time, out to the side and back to center, and hug the knee again. Release the foot to the floor. Roll the shoulders back. And to the other side. So we'll hug the left knee up. Relax the neck. Feel the stretch. Right foot is firmly on the floor. And then kick your slipper off on this side. Let's rotate the ankle a couple of times each direction. And then maybe you're going to hold on to the foot or the shin or the knee. You can hold on to the leg right here too. But if you want to bring the stretch all the way out to the side, let's hold on to the foot. Get really tall in the spine. Great stretch. And then open out to the side and back up. And out to the side and back up. And again, out and back up. And then hug the knee again. Release the leg to the floor. And let's just kind of bounce the knees just a little bit. So we're going to do some half sun salutations, seated half sun salutations. So sitting on the edge of the chair again, so I'm not resting my back on the chair, trying to get as much space as I can to take a forward fold. So half sun salutation, just like when we do them standing, except we're just doing them seated. Make sure you have enough room to really swing the arms out. So inhale, arms lift up, full stretch. Exhale, fold forward. Release the head and neck. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold forward even more. Let your forehead dangle. Inhale, rise all the way up. Full stretch. Exhale, release the arms down to the sides. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Really reach up out of the chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Lengthen the spine, find another inch in the spine, and then exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way up. Full stretch and release it. Last one. Inhale, arms up, full stretch. Exhale, fold forward. Really round the back. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Get really long in the spine here, and then exhale, deepen the fold. Maybe even hold on to the feet to get a deeper stretch, and then inhale all the way up. Really reach, exhale, release the hands. Beautiful. Sit tall, really invigorating. Let's get a side bend. I'm bringing one hand to the side, lift the outer arm up and tip. Open the palm outward, look at the palm, and then exhale, tip again. Inhale, lift, look at the palm, and then exhale, tip again. Reach the fingertips, maybe even look at the fingertips or up toward the ceiling, and then come back up. To the other side, inhale, lift the other arm up, exhale, tip. Inhale, let the hand come back, look at the palm, and then exhale, tip. Inhale, back up, lift, and bring the palm outward, look at the palm, exhale, tip. Maybe play with the head position a little bit. Maybe you're looking at the floor and then look upward or at the fingertips, and then come all the way up. And release, roll the shoulders. Next pose you can do with the legs crossed or not. We're going to take a twist. So if you feel like you want to cross the legs, let's cross the left over the right. And sit tall. On an exhale, let's bring the hand over the knee. Other hand comes behind for support. And take a twist. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, deepen the twist. Shoulders are broad. Take another inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Uncross the legs. Shake it out just a little bit. And then recross the other direction. Sit tall, roll the shoulders back. Hand comes over the crossed knee. Other hand comes behind for support. And come into your twist. Then breathe. So where could you let go a little bit more? What kind of tension in the shoulders and neck do you find there that doesn't need to be there? Can you soften that? And then come back to center. We're going to take a forward fold, our final posture. So this can be as deep as you want or just what you need. Right now, I feel like I'd love a little bit of traction in the back. So sometimes just letting your forearms rest on the elbows, or the forearms rest on the knees, feels like enough to get that stretch in the low back that you need. And you know, maybe it feels good after a couple of breaths to widen the feet just a little bit, widen your stance, and then take a deeper forward fold. Let your head really reach down toward the floor. This feels like a lovely stretch for the low back, but take it in stages. So kind of loosening up as you take a few breaths in one maybe gentler variation of the forward fold, working just a little bit deeper until finally you're letting your head dangle as far down toward the floor as you can. And then we'll slowly lift back up. Slowly roll back up. And now let's come back into the chair, sitting fully into the support of the back of the chair. Maybe you are resting your feet on something to lift them just a little bit higher. That sometimes feels really good. Or you might even decide that you want to come into a cross foot position, crossing at the ankles, and just sit right here for a few moments. We're just going to sit and just be right here. Tune into the breath. Close your eyes for a moment. And tune into the breath. Take a moment to acknowledge your efforts. Not only in your practice and stretching, but your efforts as someone who's working from home, making it work. You're doing what you can to just still remain really just a hero in this world right now, aren't you? Just, and if you don't feel that, I feel that about you. So acknowledge your part in keeping things together, stability, for staying balanced by making it work at home. Maybe you have a family. Maybe you're kind of going through a withdrawal from being with people. Either way, things have changed, and just acknowledge for a moment how far you've come and give yourself a pat on the back for what you've accomplished. Acknowledging that things are a little different right now. But it's all good, and in this moment, all is well. Thank you for joining me, yogis. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.